Hi everyone. Now I know a lot of people are putting out their autumn fall fragrance lineup and I'm just not ready. I can't, I'm not doing it, not just yet, because I am clinging onto summer with every fucking ounce of my body. I am not letting summer go just yet. So I thought I'd show you some fragrances that I think are predominantly thought to be a summer type fragrance, but they really carry well into the winter because they've got a little bit more going on than just fresh floral stuff. So I'll start off with this absolute beauty that is Morna Precious Nectar. It's stunning. It's got orange blossom, it's got almond, it's got a bit of tonka, it's got a tiny little bit of incense which you just get later on in the dry down. It's because it's got that kind of gourmand aspect, it really does carry well into the colder weather as well, but it is certainly very, very summery in its feel. So I love that. I did do a little spritz of that yesterday afternoon and absolutely enjoyed it. Next up, I mentioned it quite recently, Soleil Blanc from Tom Ford. Soleil Blanc, sorry that was quick. Another one, it's white florals. There's a couple of different white florals. There's coconut, there's benzoin, I think there's more almond in there. So it's in a similar vein, but it smells quite different to the Guerlain that I just showed you. Really fresh, kind of gives you like that warm sand, hot summer holiday feel, yet because it's got the deeper notes of benzoin that just kind of ground it and make it more suitable or acceptable when the weather's not quite so lovely and hot. And I actually found that it performed better in the cooler weather on me. Next up, this is just another decant again, Rome 63 from 4160 Tuesdays, and this is another, it's white florals again. I'm mixing up my white florals. I'm trying to think which ones are in there. I think there's some jasmine and I can't remember, not tuberose, but either jasmine or orange blossom or something. I do have trouble telling them apart sometimes. There's tobacco in this one, so that really helps ground it and make it more suitable or acceptable again for colder weather. They all smell different. They've got really similar notes, but they all smell really different. This is definitely deeper and darker straight away than the other two I've just shown you. And there's also, I think there's a chocolate note in there. It's really, really lovely and works perfectly in hot weather during the day, summer nights, and also cooler weather as well. So I love that one. Then we've got Montal Vanilla Absolute or Vanilla Absolute. This is all about vanilla but with just a touch of florals on top, but it's super strong. It's a Montal. You can wear this in the coldest weather and it's going to perform. It's sweet, it's intoxicating, it's inviting, it's sexy. It's an absolutely amazing vanilla. You have to love vanilla. Don't even fucking try and sniff it if you don't love vanilla. It is a vanilla bomb, but it just makes it slightly different. There's pretty white florals that just mingle in. It's fairly feminine, but I think a guy could definitely pull it off, and I know of fellas in the fragrance community that wear it and they love it. So that's that. I've got another 4160 Tuesdays here. I think Sarah McCartney just does beautiful white florals with deeper, darker bases. She does them excellently, so that's why we've got 3 in this lineup, actually 3. This is number 2 of that house. So did I tell you it's called Centerpiece? Centerpiece. This is definitely a frangipani perfume. There's a little bit of chocolate in there. There's a darkness, possibly some patchouli. You've got white florals on top, but another one that's really grounded. I think there might be a hint of tobacco. It's just beautiful, more along the lines of Rome 63 in that it's dark from the opening rather than just fresh florals straight away. Okay, moving on. Jill Sanders Sun. This just it does smell like holidays to me, but in a completely different way to the other fragrances. There's a lot of musk in there. There's an iris in there which kind of gives it that powdery feel. You've got white florals, you've got jasmine, but you've also got base of woods, and it just anchors it, so it's very well long lasting for, I believe this one is an eau de toilette. I could be wrong, I don't think it's going to, oh yeah, it's eau de toilette, but it really does give you a good 6 to 8 hours. And it's a cheap one, it's really cheap. You should be able to get that for about £15, so that's a really good one. And then finally, from 4160 Tuesdays again, this is called Sleep Knot, and this is beautiful. It's probably the freshest of them all. This is definitely one that I feel that I want to reach for in the summer because it's just so fresh. If I'm going to go out and for a hot walk or just be out in the sun, this just gives me this lovely fresh feeling. There's jasmine, sandalwood, and I think there might be chocolate again in this one. Let's spray a little bit. And there's something kind of greenish that just gives it that freshness, but it's sweet, it's pretty sweet, and it's nice and fresh. It's the freshest of them all, but I still think it would carry you into the autumn, winter, but this might be the one that you put away first as you start to work your way through the fragrances more suitable for the colder weather. But I think it just takes you in, and it's so nice and comforting. It's just beautiful. So they are my fragrances for the summer that also work in the autumn. Thanks for watching. Bye.